mental health and what's the name, full name of the database?
Behavioral and mental health.
Yeah. It will be more practical, which means how to use the database, what does it include, and etc. Francesca is a specialist. She will help us. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I will be happy if you will present yourself also, so because to know where are you from, Michal?
Sure.
מיכל יצחק ועופרה.
Rupin Academic Center in the library. Okay.
Okay, ואלישה? אלישה? קרן, סליחה.
תמשיך הלאה.
לא, אבי, היא כותבת שהיא בלי מיקרופון והיא מבקשת סליחה.
והדס?
כן, אני כאן. I'm Hadass from behavioral science and faculty member.
Okay. Okay, Francesca, let's start.
Let's start. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Francesca. And please, can you make sure you muted yourself? Yes, thank you. Perfect. So, and today, so my name is Francesca Petrica. I'm Italian but based in Paris. And today I'm going to show you the features and the content of behavioral and mental health online. I will share my screen so that you can see this presentation that I prepared for you. If you have any question, please feel free to unmute yourself or to write it in the chat. While I'm presenting, I can't see the chat, but Shoshi or Avi or Ronit will make sure your question is being read to me. So today we're gonna discover this database, this collection, and the variety of content that is part of behavioral and mental health online. We will learn how to search the platform, and we will discover the functionalities that are really conceived for teaching and learning. So I'm glad that we have librarians and faculty members, and as we're not too many, I think it would be really nice to have your feedback as well on the platform. But let's talk a little bit, let's introduce the platform, so the collection. Behavioral and Mental Health Online is a comprehensive multimedia collection. So in it, you will find material, diverse content, both for faculty and students, that has been conceived for teaching, learning, and research. You will see that it is really, it's a compact, so but really diverse collection, and it really addresses to students and faculty in counseling, social work, psychology, nursing, and medicine. So these are the main subjects. As I told you, it is a multimedia collection, so it contains videos. Today, more than 2,500, and it's growing. So it's a collection that is constantly being updated with new material. It contains books as well, but as well documents and transcripts. So something that it's really unique, and all in one place. And this is really something that we do a lot at Alexander Street. So Alexander Street is part of ProQuest, that is not part of Clarivate. So, but it has its own editorial line, and this is a characteristic of Alexander Street collections, to have multimedia content in the same platform. Something that has to be underlined is that more than 80% of this content is only available through ProQuest. So, but let's see a little bit how behavior and mental health online is composed. So, as I told you, this is an ever-growing collection. So we add new content quarterly, and in fact, it includes different collections. So the different collections can be accessed separately, or they can be accessed all in one go. So, and this is more for the sake of how to actually access this product. So if you want to subscribe to the whole platform, or if you are interested only in few components, I think it's interesting to know that you have these different components. So you have, first of all, what we call the counseling and therapy in video library. So this is most of the videos, and this is mostly conceived for therapeutic approaches, different therapeutic approaches in videos. You will find documentaries, you will find sessions of therapies, you will find lectures. And the library is composed by 5 volumes. So each volume has its own specificity. So you will find classical therapeutical approaches, new therapeutical approaches. You will find a whole chapter dedicated to assessments, and then we will see better how. It can say, and this is the counseling and therapy in video library. Then you have a part more dedicated to the social work. So all those workers that are dealing with problematic situations, not only from a counseling and therapy point of view, but even from a social standpoint. For instance, people that have been exposed to trauma, or people dealing with addictions, etc. And then you have a small section just dedicated to nursing and mental health. So this is really important, because nurses need special trainings, and here you will have like real situations. Something that I would like to underline is that this content it is compliant to ICD-10. So it is not. It's mostly in English. But it's not just for an American audience. So it is really conceived to comply to the international standards of the World Health Organization. And most of this content is DSM-5 compliant. So you have the largest collection of DSM-5 videos available in behavioral and mental health online. So this is really it's a collection that is really conceived having in mind the highest standards. So this is the part more medical. Then you have an archival part that is psychological experiments online. And so here you will find, this is really something unique. We'll find classical experiments like the Stanford Prison experiment. So these, and you will not find only the findings, but as well the primary sources related to these experiments, the behind the scene. So how, for instance, the doctors or the scholars were obtaining their funding for these experiments, how they draft their fieldwork notes. So this is something really, really unique. And then you have a rich collection of transcripts. So these are transcripts from real counseling and psychotherapy sessions. It's divided in 2 volumes, and it is in the same, it is in the same platform. And thanks to this really diverse content, BHMO, as we call it, Behavior and Mental Health Online, we have these trends to use acronyms. So BMHO is how we call it. So it has been awarded by Library Journal as the best niche product, and as well Choice has declared the psychotherapy transcripts as the winner of the Outstanding Title Award. So it is really something that has been praised by the librarian community. And why? So first of all, because as I told you, it has unique content packaged in a unique way, and then as well because the whole workflow of the platform has really been designed around faculty and students' need. So when we create a database, we always make sure it is there is a board. So there is an editorial board, there is a scientific committee, so that we can really address the real needs of the end users. And it has a very how to approach. So it is practical. It is giving tools to students to prepare for their careers in counseling and in psychotherapy. So it's really, or in nursing. So it's really giving practical tools, and it's giving it as well a very seamless interface. We're going to demo it. So I don't want to talk too much, but I will show you. And here you see some of the comments, some of the highlights. We already spoken about this, but we will speak about this more extensively. But it's really important to underline that these mental health sessions are conceived to give your students and to give faculty as well a big variety of content and of type of content, and the professors that have contributed to these are from the Boston College, from the Columbia University, from the Hunter College, University of British Columbia, Seattle University, San Francisco State University, just to make some just to mention some names. And as you can see, there are different approaches that are represented in order to give really a synthetic, so something that is really concise, but at the same time complete. For students and faculty. But I don't want to talk too much. I prefer the database speak at my place, and we'll go live on the platform. So I will stop sharing my PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Oops. Can you still see it? No. And now I will start. Please let me know if you can. Here we go.
Yes, we see it. Francesca.
Francesca, we cannot hear you. You're muted.
Wait a second. I just find out that if I share the audio of the computer, I will not of the browser. You can't hear me. I will share it differently. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, because then I will show you some videos, and then I will have to share it differently. But never mind. Okay, so I'll start it over again. As you can see here, this is the home page, and as you can see on the top left, you already have an idea of the content, and you have the first search bar. You have a second search bar here. So this is the simple search, and then you have, and this is very practical, you have this carousel view, so this browse view on the home page, where you can browse actually per therapeutic approach. As I told you, there are different approaches that are presented in the database, and that they reflect usually the main schools and even the new approaches, like for instance the cognitive behavior therapy is being very popular in this moment, and so you see that there are different approaches. So just to have an idea, if you don't know the database and you want to see what's inside, like the browse carousel is a good way of approaching it. And as well, you can start your search by look for the conditions. Can it be anxiety or self-harm or suicide, as you can see. So you have the most common conditions in this type of patient. And here there is another carousel view on the content type. So because as I told you, you have different content type that is being presented all together in this platform. So here you can browse by content type. For instance, if you're looking for counseling sessions and you want just to focus on sessions, and then here, and this is as well useful, you have instructions on how to use the features of the platform, because as we said at the beginning, this is a platform that has been conceived for teaching and learning. So it has unique features that are making it more useful for teaching and learning. So we will see these features like how to create customized playlists, how to make clips out of the video that are presented, which are the share options. But here you have how to guide through the tools that are presented in the database. So, but let's start with a basic search. Let's start with a practical example. For instance, I'm going to perform, I'm not going to perform very original searches. It's just to give you an idea. And then, Zero will be very happy to reach out to you if you want a test access to the collection, or if you already have an access to provide like a personalized session. But this is a demo just for the sake of presenting you how it works. So I will start with a search on post-traumatic stress disorder, and I will perform this search in the search bar. So in the simple search bar. Let's go. Here we go. So Sorry, my connection is maybe a little bit slow, but so here we go. So we have almost 500 results for PTSD, and I made this very broad search to show you how you can then refine the search and find something that you're really looking for related to post-traumatic syndrome, and to show you the type of content. So first of all, I told you at the beginning that there are different components in behavioral and mental health online. So here on the left, you will see actually where the material that is presented belongs to. So you have counseling and therapy, social work, and psychology. And this depends on the different collections that are part of the platform. And this is useful because it helps you not to get lost in the content, and always it tells you always where you are, in which discipline you are. Here, for instance, you are in counseling and therapy, but you have all these this type of sub-subjects that can get that will help you to refine your search and to actually look for the material, the relevant material. Then, as you can see, we have the formats. So, and this is half and a half. It's wow. So you have video format and text format, because as you know, this is a multimedia collection. And then you can actually refine your search per presenting condition. So if you are looking for a specific conditions, or if you are looking serious. So I was mentioning before that you have the most important DSM-5 video collection in the world, available through Behavioral and Mental Health Online. So in the series, you can actually decide to select only DSM-5 material. So this is another way of refining the content. So you can see that all these specific subjects correspond to the indexing of the database, and this is a manual indexing, meaning that it's not automatized, and this is actually an asset, because it allows you to make very precise search while being very simple to search within. So if we continue, you can as well refine your search per specialized area of interest, or for school of therapy, per subject. So I don't want to mention everything, but it was just to show you. And this is very interesting, because beside the video and text, you can as well see here the content type. So if it is a lecture, if it is a counseling session, if it includes conference material or personal narratives. So you can really look for the type of content that is corresponding to your search terms, and as you can see, you have you have in the page of the results the details of the material that is presented. So in the details you have all the, again, so this is very important as well for the librarians that are here. So you have all the fields of indexations that are part of the collection. But now I want to show you the advanced search, and I want to show you something in particular. So I'll go back, and I will show you the advanced search features. We go. Okay, so as you can see, the advanced search page is presenting again all these fields that you can search within. And I will look for something really peculiar, and that is there is a gem of this database. So it's something that you will not find anywhere else. So, for instance, if I'm looking for alcohol, and I'm looking for assessments. So this is really precious because you usually you make assessments through books. So you teach students on how to recognize symptoms and how to recognize, so how to make an assessment actually through books. With this series, you will be able to teach your students how to do assessments directly with videos. So in this case, we're looking for an assessment that for someone who has alcohol issues and that is presenting a specific condition that is tremor. Okay, I will look for it. And here we go. So this is a video I would like you to hear. So maybe I will, here we go, because I want to show you some features. And I'll maybe stop, because if you hear the video, you can't hear me. So I will stop the sharing and I will reshare again so you can hear the video. Okay.
Parker, thanks for coming back to talk with me today.
No problem.
So I'm going to just ask you a few questions off this little questionnaire here.
Okay.
And this first one is about alcohol.
Okay.
10 questions first. When talking with others, do you ever underestimate how much you drink?
Yeah.
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 Okay. After a few drinks, have you sometimes not eaten or been able to skip a meal because you didn't feel hungry?
Not hungry from drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not often, but yeah, that's happened.
Does having a few drinks help decrease your shakiness or tremors?
Yeah. Yeah, only sometimes, but yeah.
Okay. Does alcohol sometimes make it hard for you to remember parts of the day or the night?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what blacking out is.
Do you usually take a drink to relax or calm your nerves?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you drink to take your mind off problems?
Yes.
Have you ever increased your drinking after experiencing a loss in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has a doctor or nurse ever said they were worried or concerned about your drinking?
Yes.
Including me, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever made rules to manage your drinking?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you feel lonely, does having a drink help?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
So could you hear the video? Yes. So I'm sharing it again, and then I'll explain you so that I can talk I can talk over it. Can you see my video now and hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, perfect. So this is a little bit, but okay, so what you've just seen was an assessment for to establish whether a patient is dealing with alcoholism problems. So as you can see, these are very short videos that actually practical examples. So this was performed by an actor for privacy issues, but it really gives your students the how to make an assessment. So these are very small videos. They can be up to 15 minutes. I choose one that is 2 minutes, and it's something maybe that we're also asking ourselves sometimes. So beside the joke, but it was just to show you how immediate these can be. And as you can see, so all these videos are in English, but I have changed the language of the interface and I've chosen Hebrew. So I'll go back to English now. So, but this is a very interesting tool. So here you can actually choose the language, and if your students are not really confident with English, they can look at the transcript and have an automatic translation. So this is been translated by Google. So it's not like a professional translation, but it can definitely help students to follow. So this is one pedagogical tool. Then you have, of course, the again the abstract and the details about the video that has been proposed, and here you have a series of action that you can actually perform with this video that are very interesting. So one of the feature is, for instance, to make a clip. So this is very short. This is very short, but you might have like longer videos, and you just want to make a clip on a specific moment. For instance, you want to make a clip on the moment where it speaks about tremors, because we were looking for like a video where the person in an assessment was talking about tremor. So I can easily make a clip by moving these little arrows and then saving it, and I can decide to actually make it visible just to me if I'm a teacher and then I want to share it with my class, or everyone at my institution, or everyone that is accessing Alexander Street platform. To this respect, I mean, Alexander Street is really aiming at creating a community users. And here you have you can save down your clip. This is a clip that I've created. I call it Tremor, and it's where our Parker, our patient, is talking about his tremor. And you can actually edit this this video. You can delete it. You can play it, and you have different options then actually to share it or to quote it. Another feature that, beside the creation of clips, that can be very useful, that I wanted to show you as well, is the different tools that you have here. So you can decide to quote this, decide it with different citation style. You can decide to email, to share it, so to share the link. Okay, sorry, I've clicked. So this is the yes, the citation list that you can choose. You can email it to a specific group of users. And for instance, if you are in if you have a classroom of students, you can decide to do share it just with a specific number of students, or if you are a librarian and you want to share this reference with the users that has been asking you information about that, this is very handy. This is very useful, and then you can export the list, you can save it in different formats, or you can share it. You can as well create a playlist so of videos. So you can decide to create a new playlist and call it, for instance, assessments, or call it tremor, so to identify different people presenting this condition. And then once you have created this playlist, you can use the options to share it with your audience. Something that I need to specify is that in order to be able to use these features, you need to be authenticated. So you need to, and this has nothing to see with the authentication options that you have to let into to get into the database, but it's the creation of a profile, of a personal profile within the database. It's as you can see, I'm logged in. It's really easy. So this is my profile, and so you have your account, and it's simply per with an email address and password. You create your profile, and then you can create the clip, share the items, share what you have found with your users. Okay, so if we go back to our alcohol assessment, okay, here we go. Something else that I want to show you, even if there is no audio, it's okay. It's some other options with the video itself, so you can decide as well to bookmark it, or to visualize it as a table of content. So you have a table of content of 5 seconds. So you have these tabs for each 5 seconds. You can decide to change the layout, so to have the transcripts on above or below. You can have the option. You have the option to eliminate the captions. And if your students do not have a high quality internet connection, they can decide to have a different setup. So it's supported as well by slower, so that it can be read even if we don't have like a high performing connection. And this can be, I mean, this is democratic, especially towards students. Another thing that is really important, that all this content is mobile friendly, so it can be sent to any device, and to can be read on any device. And something very, very important is that you can embed this link in your learning management systems, be it Moodle or Blackboard. I don't know if you have like a specific learning management system, but it's really easy to embed. So you get like a permanent link or a code, and you can embed it really, really easily. So this is the general presentation. We have about 15 minutes left. Is there any question so far? Oops, no, there's no question. Is there any question in the chat?
Oh.
No. Okay, perfect. So these were the features. So given the fact that there are no questions, I just want to show you one last thing and highlight of the content. Because as I told you, there is we're adding content every quarter, and we have some exclusive content. And I would like to show you this series that is really a gem on mindfulness. So I will look for this, and so I will show you another way of searching, and then within these results I will look for mindfulness in millennials. And this is very, very useful, I think, also for your students. It gives a practical, so there is this series that is mindful for millennials, and it gives practical advices on how to manage stress, how to manage anxiety, how to manage the anxiety that is, for instance, induced by the tech addiction. So as you can see, it's quite brand new material, and I think that especially in our times, it's important. I mean, to have this kind of tools. So another thing that I want to show you is our LibGuides. Can you see the LibGuides? Am I sharing the LibGuides now? Shashi?
Yes.
Are you seeing the LibGuides? Okay, perfect. So this is a page that is curated by my team. So
No, we don't see the LibGuide.
No, we don't see the
We don't see
LibGuide.
the LibGuide.
We still see
Okay.
the video.
Okay, you still see the videos on mindfulness. So I will stop it and share again this one. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, So this is a very precious page, so that it's been curated by my team. That is the training and consulting partners, and here you have tips on how to search. You have the descriptions of the content per each collection. So we've been talking very briefly about that, but I wanted to show you more how to use the platform than what's in each collection. But I mean, here you have a very good summary of what's inside and how to access and how to search it. So I think that if there are no other questions or there are
There is a
no...
question. There is
Okay,
a
there is a
question.
question. Okay.
So I mean, it's, I don't know if we have to search and fill the
I'm
database.
answering him. I'm answering him. It's okay.
Okay, but I want to explain to Francesca what was the, so we have to search and fill the database, and I'm sure we will have many questions afterwards. Thank you very much. Okay.
Absolutely, you're welcome. And if you can, I would be very happy. I shared in the chat a small link to a survey. It's really one question. It's really one emoticon, and it's really, if you could just reply to this survey. And give your feedback on this session, I would be very grateful to you.
Okay, so I did. It is really one question.
It is
So
only
please-
one question.
So
Yeah,
please go ahead.
With one answer.
With one, no.
But if you can see, you see that Ada said it was an impressive one. She had to go in the middle, but she said it was an impressive.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is a really a gem. This is a really a very specific, a niche product. It's not that huge because I mean it has it has very selected content, but absolutely it's absolutely outstanding. So if you have any question or if you want to have a test, please reach out to Zior. And I'm giving you back 10 minutes of your precious time.
Thank you so much, Francesca. It
Thank
was
you,
wonderful.
Francesca.
It was great.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.